Hello everybody, welcome to my video. This is the patient shadow from the frnkiero party data amino, and I thought I'd make this video for the amino and review Pencey Prep's Heartbreak and Stereo. I thought I'd do a video on this because I feel that this is just a really important album. From a hardcore MCR, frnkiero standpoint to just a correct collector of CD standpoint. This is a really cool album, and I thought I'd review it today because a lot of these fans of MCR and stuff, they know about this album and they maybe have listened to it, but they kind of just don't understand it, or they haven't really heard, they've heard of it and they don't really want to listen to it, and a lot of people can't because it's not available on mainstream stuff like Google Play and Spotify and iTunes because of legal issues with eyeball records or whatever. And so I already took this out of the package, and I thought I'd review it today. So and just show you guys, for those of you who can't afford to get any condition of this, just to give you some insight. So I opened the package once to look at it, and I haven't played the CD yet, so honestly I don't even know if it works. It looks like it's in good condition, but I wanted to make this as raw as possible. So this is the package it came in. Of course, I just got it from Amazon. I'm covering up my name and address and stuff for obvious reasons. So yeah, let's get right to it. Whew. I was really excited when this came in. Damn. Okay. Here we go, everybody. This is paper. Not my address. Okay. So on this paper, it just tells you where I got it from. Apparently, Goodwill had this. Very rare raw copy of the album. Very good condition. I mean, I guess it's somewhat good condition, professionally cleaned. Really cool. So I have this little tag. I might keep that just for giggles. And let's get to the first. So here's the front in all its beautiful glory. Heartbreak and Stereo, Pencey Prep. What I thought was always unique about this is that though this album right here is explicit, has all the bad words and shit in it, for some reason it never had a parental advisory sticker on it, which I thought was kind of unique. That's the front. That's the little Heartbreak and Stereo guy. So yeah, it's not in 100% complete mint condition, of course. Mint conditioned copies of this go for $150, and there's not very many. This was a re-release, actually, that came out in 2007 in England, only in England for some reason. I don't remember the exact reasons why, but yeah, this was only re-released in England about 2007, which if you look on the back, it says it right there, 2007. And so yeah, it has one scratch right here. You can barely see it. It has a kind of a scuff mark up in this top corner, because obviously it was at one time brand new, and this is a used copy, so it still has a sticker marks from the top. That's the back. Here's the side. I believe this says the number of it, Heartbreak Stereo, Pencey Prep. Here's a track listing. Nothing too special on the back, of course, just the tracks. P.S. Don't Write, Yesterday, all the great ones. The Secret Goldfish, one of the more popular ones, 8th Grade. Great album, great track list. But of course, I'm not getting into the review yet. So yeah, Eyeball Records. So let's crack this baby open. Let me see if I can get it. Okay. Alright, here we go. It's beautiful. It's in really good condition. I'm honestly really surprised. That CD looks really clean. See, there it is. That's the CD. Nothing too special on it. Pencey Prep, Heartbreak, and Stereo. Just a normal black CD too. So, yeah. I already checked the back of it earlier. It's pretty good condition. And yeah. So here's the only pictures of it, because if I don't want to take this out right now, I would show you more of it, but all it shows is this. It's just one plain piece of paper, I believe. Oh, yeah, no, it's a packet. So here it is. Here's some pictures of the band, the guitar, and everything. I always thought this little tidbit in the bottom here. Pencey Pet is and forever will be 5 friends. And there's the amazing people that brought this all together. Great drummer. Neil Sabatino, he's fantastic. Everybody knows him. I think, if I can remember correctly, I forgot which one of them came back for FrnkiEro's other solo project, Leathermouth. I forgot which one. Gee, fake fan, I know, whatever. Here's in the beginning. The poor Pencey Prep, though MCR was amazing, is my favorite band, and I know that was amazing that went on to be what it was. Pencey Prep could have been something big too, because obviously here chapter 1, and Pencey Prep is and will forever will be. You know, they really thought that there was a future for it, especially after they signed with Eyeball Records. So yeah, and this came out in about 2001, which was around the exact time when MCR got together and FrnkiEro found them and joined them, his favorite band. So here's the track. Here's the tracks on the inside. For every track, it doesn't list out all of the lyrics for the album. It only says what I believe is Frank's or whoever made this most meaningful lyrics from each song. So it has some of them in here for each track. One thing that I will mention is that it does not have Fat and Alone, which is on this CD. But of course, since it was a bonus track and a hidden track, it also doesn't have Shit in it either, which was only about a 4-second track anyways. So yeah, that's the inside. And then here's the CD. Nothing behind the CD, just plain black. And here's a disc, pretty clean, pretty good. It's all good. So that's it. That's the whole album, the whole thing in it. So now I would like to, with a great view of this album, talk about how I feel about some of the tracks and what's meaningful to me. So Heartbreak and Stereo, whether FrnkiEro really meant it to be this way or not, I feel like this is a story, almost kind of like MCR's The Black Parade and 3 Trees for Sweet Revenge, Bullets, where it was supposed to follow some kind of story of something. You know, like Black Parade, the cancer, the little kid with cancer, and 3 Cheers, which is the lovers. You know, I thought it was a story. And Heartbreak and Stereo, to me, it always felt like when he says Heartbreak and Stereo, he means that this is heartbreak conveyed in his, into music. And I feel like each of these tracks is like the stages of heartbreak. Yeah, you have P.S. Don't Write, which is really, really good track, and especially if you're a first-time listener of this, you will be shocked because he screams right in the beginning. While you were fucking, it's fantastic, and that really just kicks off, I guess, the anger of the heartbreak, and after it's over, and then you start seeping into Yesterday, 10 Rings, and all these words. Now it kind of starts to feel like all that from P.S. Don't Write kind of turns into sadness and regret and what he misses and what could have been. And though he misses her, he tries to hide the fact that he really does through his words. Until you get to The Secret Goldfish, which was... There's 2 ways that I see this. I see it as he either A, he sees this girl and he wants her back, and he misses the way that they used to be, or he's found some new girl and he's moved on from this person and he wants somebody else. Like I said, all these that I've said so far are completely my opinion. They could just be a random list of songs, but this is how I take this is my meaning. You can have your own meaning. 8th grade, 19, Trying to Escape the Inevitable. Fantastic, fantastic songs. 8th grade and 19 are two of my favorite on this album. Those is when it starts to get into loneliness and more of a feel like you're by yourself and everybody around you is you know, everybody around you is in pain and hurting you, but you're trying to survive through it, which could also be related to heartbreak, which is why though these songs stand alone, they can be, associated with the heartbreak itself, because with the heartbreak you can say, oh well, he was really, really, really sad about everything that happened, and he feels lonely, and it takes examples from 8th grade, being bullied, wanting a girl, not having her, 19, which is like feeling like I guess that kind of adolescence pain, trying to escape the inevitable, amazing. That kind of is the most straightforward song about heartbreak. That and The Secret Goldfish. It's amazing. Lloyd Dobler and Florida Plates, I think, kind of just sums up the album as if you're moving forward. Though you've experienced this heartbreak, there's a future. There's something different later on. So that's how I feel about this album, and that's what I find so amazing. Now, I guess the last thing, because I don't want this video to be too long, since I'm only making this for the amino. This album was so unique for its time, and I think that's what makes it so underrated. It was a blend of post-hardcore, emo, and I guess a little bit of alternative, but it was so unique that I can't really sum it up into words. If you haven't checked this out yet, please check it out. It's on YouTube, so go find it. If you pay yourself off a copy of it, if you just want it for the collector's value, that's great. But if you wanted to listen to it, make sure you listen to it on YouTube first, see if it's your thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess the one last thing I would say is there was, of course, the bonus track I was talking about earlier, Fat and Alone, which was, I guess, more of a funny track, but it most people count it as a classic just because of how funny it is, which was not sang by frnkiero, it was sang by the guitarist, and it's kind of like a satirical look on kind of that edgy sadness within people. So yeah, that's about it. Heartbreak and Stereo, fantastic. My favorite album of all time. I have a couple different ones, and it depends on what they ask me, but definitely this is one of my favorites. I love this album so much. Thank you to all the people that really brought me new eyes to this album. Foley Adox from the frnkiero. Amino, he's a fantastic friend of mine. Shout out to him. Frankly, Chemical Pilot's our leader. She's amazing. So thank you to those people, and thank you to everybody watching this. Hope you all have a good day, and like I said, please give this album a try. It's fantastic. So thanks. I made this for you guys at the Amino, so thank you guys very much. I'll see if I ever make a video again, or I'll see you in my next poetry post. Thank you.